Yes.
Mr. President, how do you not hold Iran responsible for the death of those 3 Americans?
I do hold them responsible in the sense that they're supplying the weapons to the people who did it.
Unbelievable. That's all he gives us. That's all the information he decides to relay. With the chopper blazing in the background, President Biden claiming he has a plan without saying what it is after an Iranian-backed drone attacked and killed 3 U.S. troops in Jordan, wounded 40 more, many serious. One of at least 166 such attacks since October 17th, targeting U.S. bases in the Middle East. Our next guest knows all about fighting the war on terror, retired Navy SEAL and Wisconsin Congressman now Derek Van Orden. Congressman, he says he has a plan to pay back those who killed our people over the weekend. Are you confident that's a good plan?
No, I'm not. Listen, the Biden administration, by projecting strategic weakness around the world since they took office, have made the world a much more dangerous place. It's that simple. 2 of my Navy SEAL brothers were lost at sea, interdicting a dhow that was transporting advanced conventional weapons to the Houthi rebels. We just had, unfortunately, 3 of our soldiers killed and 40, as you mentioned, and that's a suicide attack by an Iranian proxy. So the folks, the mullahs running Iran right now, are not intimidated by President Biden, and that is a very deep, serious issue for us as a nation and as a world.
The Washington Post came out and said, hey, there's got to be retaliation, but what is your plan? What is your plan overall? You hit the Houthi rebels a number of times. Nothing has changed. You hit Kataib Hezbollah. They just hit us right back. Iran continues to fund everybody it can. Our people are under stress. 160-plus attacks. The Washington Post editorial is asking for a plan. Derek, what do you want to hear from the administration? What would you do directly after those attacks over the weekend?
I would eradicate the Kataib Hezbollah. They need to be removed from the face of the earth at this point. That's the only way that they're going to stop attacking us, and we need to support the government of Yemen against their war with the Houthi rebels. So we do not want to start World War III with Iran, and I'm afraid that the incompetence of the Biden administration will lead us to that. So we need to strike these proxies exceptionally hard, the proxies, to send a message that we're not going to tolerate this any longer. Again, I have zero confidence in the Biden administration to handle foreign or military policy in an effective manner that does not make the world a more dangerous place. So I hope they're paying attention. You have to strike these proxies. Send the message to Iran. If you fund anybody that's going to attack us, then we're going to have a further conversation.
So, you know, there's a consistency you just told me about. What was the plan in Afghanistan? And it ended up in an epic fail. There was no plan. You just told me we have given them $8 billion since we gave them all our military hardware and they took the country back. What is the plan in Ukraine? We are winging it, therefore it's impossible to sell it. What is the plan in this region? There is no plan. We're always reacting. Whose job is it to come up with a strategy?
It's the Secretary of Defense and the Secretary of State, in conjunction with the Commander-in-Chief, to lay out an effective military and foreign policy. And they have failed to do that, and no one can deny that since they've taken office. And in fact, yes, the United States government has given the Taliban over $8 billion since the Biden administration abandoned thousands of American citizens and our allies to the Taliban. Has anybody heard about any of those hostages that the Taliban's have taken, that they took? Has anybody heard about the American hostages that Hamas took in Gaza? No. The Biden administration has failed across the board. It's time for real plain talk, and they've got to get their act together. And you know what is going to solve this problem? Someone else in the White House other than Joe Biden.
UNRWA is this a UN organization that had about 12 people take part in the October 7th attack and over 150 funding Hamas and terror organizations along the way. We are pulled back our aid. Among the people that says give it back is Bernie Sanders and now this Qatari group. What do you think we should do with this UN organization who's there for aid?
They should not receive a single nickel from the American taxpayers. They've received $121 million this fiscal year. The aid that they've pulled back is $300,000. That's real money, but still, they've been given $121 million this fiscal year. They normally get $300 to $400 million from the United States. That's where those tunnels came from in Gaza. That's where the rockets come from in Gaza. That's where these drones are coming from. It's money being funneled to them through the United States, through the UN, and through all these different avenues. The United States government is literally paying our enemies to kill our allies and American citizens, and it just has to stop.
The last 2 years of the Trump administration, they realized that. They gave $0. This administration gave them money, and they just don't seem to care. They just seem to be more upset that people found out about it. And Admiral Kirby says don't tar the whole organization because of a handful. I'm pretty sure it's more than a handful. Congressman, thanks so much for joining us today.